There are two ways to get in front of your ideal client. You can either go out and approach them directly, or you can attract them to you. Now, a lot of business owners like the idea of attracting clients to them because it feels easier than having to cold call your way through the phone book and pitch to everyone that answers. But actually, the direct approach can generate results much faster than waiting for people to stumble across your content and make the first move. And the direct approach doesn't actually have to involve pitching straight away. We don't have to tell people about our products and services on that first contact. We're just trying to raise awareness. We're just trying to let people know that we exist. We're just trying to get on people's radar. So we don't actually have to do a sales pitch. We don't actually have to talk about our products or services at all on that first contact. We can just start that conversation. And there are loads of different ways that you can get in touch with your ideal clients through the direct approach. You can cold call if you feel comfortable doing that, or you could use email, or you can send messages on social media, or you could write them a letter, and you could even include something with that letter, a free gift or something that's branded, or a brochure, or even a book, or something that's going to be useful in their life or business, a free sample maybe, depending on what you sell. So there's lots of ways that you can do cold outreach. And as I said, it doesn't have to involve pitching. So if you're sending a message on social media, for example, you could send a message saying that you saw an article that they'd written or a post they shared, tell them what you found interesting, ask them a question. Or maybe you've seen them speak at an event, so you could mention that, say that you saw them speaking, tell them how much you enjoyed it. Again, you might ask them a question, or you might see that they're going to be at an event that you're going to, so you could get in touch and ask if they would be open to grabbing a coffee at the event. So you don't have to pitch straight away. You're just letting people know that you exist. And cold outreach isn't the only way to use the direct approach. You can also use advertising. So if you know where your ideal clients hang out online, you can do adverts, or you can do Google ads, social media ads. You could sponsor somebody's newsletter. You can put banner ads on people's websites. You can advertise where you know that your ideal audience is going to be. And you can do it offline as well. So you can use print ads. So maybe there's a publication that your ideal clients are likely to buy. So for example, if you sold knitting products, then a magazine about arts and crafts would be the perfect place to put an advert. If you sell gardening products, then the gardening magazine would make sense. So you can find out what kind of magazines and publications your ideal clients are reading or subscribing to, and you could advertise there. You could do flyers, so you could post leaflets or flyers through doors, hand them out in certain locations or at events. You could add flyers to third-party products, so if there's a company that has a similar audience to you but does something different and they send out products, you could put your flyers in with their products. So there's lots of different ways that you can advertise to get in front of your ideal clients. And you can use the direct approach in person as well. So you could go to networking events, exhibitions, industry events, where you know your ideal clients are going to be, and then just start those conversations with them, get in touch, and then after the event, just make sure that you are following up with them. And I do recommend that you do use the direct approach in your business, and that you are proactive with trying to get in front of your ideal clients, especially when you're just starting out. As I say, it can be much easier to get results faster if you're using the direct approach than just sitting waiting for people to find you. But that's not to say that attracting people to you does not have its benefits. It's nice to wake up and you've got a new client there, or someone has messaged you because they want to do business with you. So we do want to do some stuff that's going to start attracting clients to us as well. So it's nice to have a mixture. And again, there are absolutely loads of ways that you can do this. So you can do content marketing. So you can create content that your ideal clients are going to find interesting or useful. So that might be doing videos like this, or it might be writing blog posts, or it might be having a podcast or starring on other people's podcast episodes. It might be on social media. You might create content for social media. You might do free webinars. You might even do in-person events. You might host events that people can come to and advertise those to attract people to you that way. You might write a book. So lots of different ways that you can attract your ideal clients. It could be using lead magnets like guides or downloads or PDFs or checklists or quizzes, surveys, free samples, that kind of thing. So like I say, loads of different ways that you can attract people to you. Whether you use the direct approach or attract people to you, or do a combination or both, the important thing is not to just leave it to that one interaction. We want to get people's attention. We want to let them know that we exist. We want them to know who we are. But then we want to hold their attention. We want to keep their interest. We don't want them to then go off the radar and completely forget about us. So once you have attracted people to you, or once you have been out and approached your ideal clients directly, you need a strategy for then keeping them engaged with you. So that might be through your content. It might be getting them to subscribe to your YouTube channel or connect with you on social media so that you can send them messages regularly, or it might be that you want to get them onto your email list, or you might get them to your website to sign up for something, or you might do it manually. You might set yourself times where you follow up with them and keep checking in with them. So the important thing is, once you have got on the radar of your ideal clients, that you are then staying on their radar and stay in front of mind. They might not be ready to buy straight away, but when they are ready to buy, you want to be the person that they think of. So make sure that you aren't just attracting a load of attention but then not doing anything with that attention. Make sure that you do have a strategy for nurturing your ideal clients until they're ready to buy. So go out and approach your clients directly, or attract them to you. Ideally do both, but make sure you are then nurturing them until they're ready to buy. If you've enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or sign up for my weekly email at makeyourcopycount.com.